What is it that you are working on?
Ahmed and I were friends. I'm a graphic designer.
I'm a commercial photographer.
Father's Day is coming up here. Is there a way that we can celebrate Black fathers by, giving them a portrait session with their kids? Altogether, it was more than 100 nominations.
We were seeing mothers just pouring their heart out.
I would love to know how this project kind of helps dismantle the stereotype that many Black fathers are not there.
There is a stereotype that does exist amongst Black fathers. At some point in all of our ancestry, we lived in broken homes. It was something that was forced upon us when arriving to America, being separated from families and having kids being separated from parents. Fathers actually didn't have the chance to be fathers. So in order to bring in more positivity and good energy into the world, I figured that it'd be a really good idea to celebrate Black fatherhood, especially with myself being a Black father.
I'm not a father. I don't have any children. I do want to have children one day. I'm going to be taking the photos, make sure everything's nice, flawless, edited, so that we can print them, t-shirts or coffee mugs.
That's like the classic Father's Day gift, that coffee mug. With the photo, but hey, the framed pictures will be really nice.
I think a lot of the mothers are going to be really happy when they see beautiful photos.
The photographs that they took, the fathers on the day of the shoot, they actually also got gift baskets with gifts donated by local businesses. So super cool project.
Yeah, special day for all involved.
Yeah, I really love that they're trying to change the narrative, because unfortunately I've also heard too, the same thing that these men and you, Kaya, and so many other people have heard, that, why aren't these dads in their homes? And I think it's really important to educate people about the history of all of this. So thanks for sharing that story.